Well, I got to San Francisco. I was one of those runaway Christians, those guys who had a lot of problems with the church and had a lot of problems with myself. I began running with the street crowd, and we to drink a lot and do a lot of drugs and party and stuff. And since I was backslidden in my heart and trying to stay away from God as much as possible, and then I met this guy named Prince, and everything changed. I could tell that he was going to be a good friend and stuff, and I could take some time off from being a total drunk. Yeah, it started reminding me of who I really am in Christ Jesus. He kept taking me to church and befriended me, even though I wasn't very friendly at times, and I had a lot of anger issues and stuff. I started dealing with issues that were the root causes of me going back to drugs and back to alcohol and doing it and living in rebellion and stuff. And I got to work on myself through the power of the Spirit. I remember from my childhood, I always, been able to make anything out of twist ties, and I thought, well, what would the human skeleton look like in twist ties? This little guy, he's the leader of a Christian punk band called the Martyrs. Their songs are mainly about dying to themselves and living for Christ. Now that I'm a full-time member of First Baptist Church of San Francisco and chief chef of Wednesday night dinner, I get the blessing of seeing God use my cooking to feed the masses and to do that, not just to hand them food, but to truly stuff them with food and goodness, And it seems like there's a peace of God that comes upon all of them while they're there, And so I can see that that through the simple act of sharing food with people, that it's starting to transform their lives. And I think if you're going to spend some time with somebody, you're going to be self-sacrificing. I don't think it's about spending short times with people. I think it's about spending time with people. It's about building community. That's why InnerCHANGE goes all over the world, building relationships and communities with people. From what I've learned here in San Francisco, that I'm not going to preach the gospel in 30 seconds to somebody and get them converted. You're gonna share Christ with them through your life on every day in a continual basis. We're just all fishermen of men, and we just gotta be patient and allow the lure of our lives to transform others. I sit here today because some bad things happened in my life, and Christ turned those bad things around for the good.